A few weeks ago, I thought I'd be standing in my brand new kitchen giving a big reveal. Everything was supposed to be finished by now. But life doesn't always follow the plan. Sometimes projects get delayed and things arrive wrong, and you got no choice but to wait. And that's exactly where I found myself this week. But life doesn't stop. The house still needs organising, the drawers still need filling, and I have to make a few decisions. Unfortunately, I can't unpack my kitchen fully yet, so instead of focusing on the part I can't control, I decided to focus on the things that I can. And as it turns out, that's where this week's story begins. If you are new here, my name is Chani. A few years ago, I made the decision to start over and build a different life for myself here in Japan. These days, you'll usually find me teaching English and renovating my old Japanese house. I like to explore Japan as well. I'm trying to prove that it's never too late to make a change in your life, and this week is a perfect example of that. Things haven't gone exactly to plan, but that's okay because sometimes you just have to keep going. Today I'm here at Cainz with the main idea of finding some magnetic kitchen items. Because my kitchen walls are magnetic and I have a lot of wall space, I'm trying to think of the best way to use this space. But I don't really like a lot of these white plasticky looking things stuck up on my wall. The room looks really sort of minimalist at the moment, and I don't know how I feel about hanging all these things off the wall. So although I think it's probably practical and it's a good idea to have magnetic walls, I just don't want them to become like a classroom filled with things hanging off the wall. My drawers are also magnetic, so there are a couple of items I want to play around with. One of them was like a pot lid holder, so I want to try that out. Found these IH cooktop mats, cooking mats. They go on top of your stove. I did a quick Google and it turns out they can really protect your cooking surface. And they had a cute cat design in the same color as my stove, so I thought I'm going to have to get this and see how they work. The instructions on the kitchen bench are just to use soapy water and a microfiber cloth. No need for any kind of chemicals. And I did find this awesome box of 10 reusable microfiber cloths. It's perfect for what I was looking for. And I did want to buy the house a present, a plant to celebrate the new kitchen. And I love kokedama. These are called kokedama. It's the roots are made in a ball which then grows moss, and you just sit it in water and you can give it some nutrients every now and then. And they had momiji is maple leaf kokedama on sale, on special at Cainz. There's a little instruction sheet telling don't let it run out of water, sometimes give it some vitamins. And I did find all these other micro plants. They were only 190 yen, so I got a couple of those too. Well, now to go home and do my best to put the house together bit by bit. Although I can't fully unpack any of the boxes and I haven't had my furniture moved back in yet, there's still a few things that I can do. I've got my camping chair set up and we're just still basically living upstairs with the microwave until the kitchen issue gets sorted out. And if you haven't watched my series, go back and have a look at all of the things that have been happening with the kitchen. Now, these are what I bought at Cainz, a few little items, and I'm going to go through them one by one. One of the things I really wanted to do, right now I don't have the blinds up there on order. I ordered a blind just to see how it would look on the window. But for now I wanted to buy this special UV film that you can put up on the glass. And what it does is it's supposed to reduce the temperature in the house by 4 degrees. And this one is a mirrored effect. So from the outside looking in, you just see a mirror, so you can't see inside the house. And this is going to be great for the daytime because if I'm using a blind, I'm going to want to have the blinds up during the day, have the mirror effect on the glass, and then the blinds down at night. Now, I struggled so much with this. I don't know why it was so hard. It kept trying to roll back up. And I did read the instructions, but I didn't read this bit properly. You're supposed to pull the whole thing off and then put it on the glass. Now, it just sticks with soapy water. So you can take it on and off as many times as you want. It's not a permanent coating, it's just sticking on with water. And then you just get like a squeegee and you push out all of the bubbles. And then once you've pushed out all the bubbles, you just get a little cutting knife and you cut around the edges to the right side. I was not very good at cutting it even, but as long as you don't look closely, it looks right. It gives inside the house a bit of a bluey tinge, but it's really not going to stop the light coming in. And I'll show you what it looks from the outside just so you can see. So there's the mirrored effect. Look how different it is. That's what it looks like without it on the glass. So you can pretty much see clearly inside. So it does make a huge difference to people. They can't see in any way, but I'm probably using it more for the UV effect and just to keep the house a little bit cooler in summer. But as I said, I still want to let a lot of light into the house. I love a bright room. That was so exhausting and difficult to put up, a lot more difficult than what I anticipated. The outcome was so, but it'll be all right. As long as you don't look too close, it's going to do the job of reflecting the heat and also giving me a bit of privacy while I'm waiting for my blind. So I quickly cleaned the stove and now I'm going to use the IH mats. And according to Google, they reduce scratches and protect the cooktop from wear and tear, and it makes cleaning a lot easier. This is what happens, I guess, if you've used it for a while. You get a lot of scratches and burn marks. So with my new stove, I do want to avoid that happening. And I did check the maker's instructions. It's okay to use these, but you do have to clean under these as well, because if you get water or anything trapped under them, then it's defeating the purpose. You're still going to have the same problem. So I'm just going to give it a try and see what I think. I also bought another Hinoki chopping board. This is a made in Japan one. My other one is really good, but I just found I need 2 chopping boards. You can't put anything hot on the bench top, so I want to avoid doing that by accident. So I'm just going to put this chopping board here for now. I did cave and bought one of those plastic magnetic things, but I thought I'm going to put it up high so that you don't notice it. I do like to have paper towel handy whenever I'm cooking. Even though I've got the microfiber cloth, there's times where you just need paper towel when you're cooking. So this one is a paper towel holder, a dispenser, I guess. And I was going to put it just above the stove, but then I thought I'll move it over a bit because it might be dangerous. You can't really see it, so I'm hoping, this one doesn't look too bad. It's not the sort of plasticky thing I wanted hanging up on my kitchen, but this is going to be okay. You don't notice. Now, this is another thing I wanted to try. It was a magnetic pot holder. I mentioned my drawers are magnetic as well, and I'm not sure how I'm going to store my pots and pans for now, but I just wanted to buy one and see how it works. There's a fair bit of clearance. Now, to avoid this whole plastic and metallic things hanging off the walls, I came up with this idea. I bought a magnet and I bought a shelf on Amazon. The shelf is in the same color scheme as my kitchen. It's oak. And I came up with the idea to stick a magnet on the back of the shelf so I can have some timber looking shelves in my kitchen just to put display plants and little things that I have around and make it look nice. Not so much hang cooking utensils or stuff like that. Just, I don't know, just soften the white walls somehow. And I'm just trying these 2 out. Well, actually I got 3 to see how it looks. So I've got one here for now, and you can see it's all blending in with the kitchen. I've put my momiji plant on the windowsill. It needs to be near light. And I've got my other plant here with the little maneki neko I got when I visited Mia the other day. Millie isn't the type of cat that likes to eat plants. She pays no attention to any of the plants in the house, and she has cat grass, so I don't have to worry about her too much. Now, this was an exhausting Saturday, and I was still quite disappointed that I couldn't unpack the kitchen fully, and it was raining, and Natsumi and I were talking on Friday, hey, why don't we go and see a movie together? So today I'm fully taking the day off. No video editing, no English teaching. We're just going to have a day off, although I am filming this for you because I thought it'd be interesting to take you along with me to the movies, just so you can compare the movies from where you are to the movies in Japan. So here, basically, you just line up. There is no one serving you. You have to use an automatic ticket machine. The ticket prices, Natsumi had a discount card, so it only cost us 1,700 yen each. Without her discount card, it would be 2,000 yen per person to see a movie. You can pay cash or card with the machines, so it's really convenient. And then there's a place where you can buy popcorn and ice creams and soda, just probably like where you are back home. And all of the different movies come here to Japan as well, but they just take a bit longer to get here. That's because they have to add subtitles, I guess. We enjoyed The Devil Wears Prada 2 thoroughly. Do recommend. I enjoyed the first one, and 20 years on, I like the second one. After a fantastic movie, we decided to go and have some lunch. And Natsumi found this place on Instagram. It's called Stand Coney. And it's a young gentleman. He's only 28 years old. And he is hand making hot dogs. And today there was also his mate there who was making tacos. So we decided to order both. We are having the tacos, and then we're also having the hot dog. The owner was telling us that he studied how to make hot dogs from scratch so that he could keep any sort of additives out of the sausage meat product, which I think is a great idea. If ever you're in Wakayama, please follow him, Stand Coney, and excellent food, I do recommend. After weeks of thinking about builders and deliveries and measurements and colours, it was so nice to take a break from it all for a few hours. I feel like sometimes when we're waiting for something to happen, we put our life on pause without even realizing it. We tell ourselves, we're going to relax once the project's finished, once the house is done, once the problem's solved. But life keeps happening while we're waiting, and the renovation will be finished eventually. In the meantime, there's still good conversations to have, meals to enjoy, and have a bit of fun instead. I really needed this day out today. Now that I'm back home, I decided I would unpack one more box, just the glassware. I don't have much glassware in this box, but I did get my favorite Life is Journey tumblers available in the shop if you're having a look. At this moment, I really am still trying to figure out the best way to arrange everything in the kitchen. So I'm doing this little test of putting things here for now and seeing how it goes. Part of me wants everything hidden away neatly, but I also want things I use every day to be easily accessible. I've got a lot of cleaning products and sponges, and this sort of drawer, I don't think I've organized it to the best of its ability. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up changing things a few times around before I find a system that works. So for now, I'm gathering ideas, and I'll probably spend some time looking online to see how other people are organizing their under sink storage areas and different parts of their kitchen. Now, one of the things I am looking forward to is getting my big oven off the bench. And I ordered this stand, and it came with these white gloves, and it said in the instructions, put the white gloves on. So I felt so funny doing this. But this is going to be the stand that goes under my island bench where I'm going to put my oven. So I have an oven / air fryer / microwave all in one. And it's a really important part of this whole kitchen design. In the kitchen designing process, there weren't any options to have the oven inside the island bench, so I just had to order it with a space to put it in. Coming up next week, I hope to show you a few changes around the house. All those little yellow bits of paper we stuck around the place were to indicate areas that weren't perfect and needed fixing, and one of them is this wall. Underneath, it wasn't exactly flat, so it showed up when they did the wallpapering. I never imagined in my wildest dreams that one day I would have this type of kitchen in my old Japanese house. Thank you to everyone all around the world for watching these videos and really making this journey possible. I hope that you're enjoying the renovation series so far. There's a few more bits to come, just as we're waiting for this bench top to be replaced. I think that ETA is another week away. Once this new bench top gets in, then I'll fully be able to put all of my items in the cupboards as planned. But for now, we are doing it bare with no furniture, and pretty much I'm not able to use the kitchen until, this bench top gets rebuilt, but it's not that far away. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great week ahead, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. See you later. Bye.